YouTube, what is good? It's your boy NOT, and we are here with a video today. Not an NBA video. Didn't see too much interesting games from last night. I mean, the Lakers, of course, man. Gotta take the glasses off. Gotta salute to the Lakers, man. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, these guys are having a true comeback. Last, couple games left. That last second stretch, they are having it, man. Shout out to Anthony Davis. He's gonna take a game off today. They're playing the Rockets, so obviously that's an easy win. I mean, they got the momentum. That's an easy win. There's no reason that they should end up getting clapped by the Rockets like the Boston Celtics did.
Man, what the fuck?
No hate to the Boston Celtics. But yeah, man, this video is titled How This Crip Became an NBA Star, and telling from the thumbnail, it is DeMar DeRozan, man. So DeMar DeRozan, seeing up here, he's but nah, man, before we get into this video, man, I like to say, man, thank you guys for all the love and the support, man. I think this is a good stretch for me right here, man. A good stretch. I mean, the views are through the roof, the comments, the engagement. I love it. It's taken me over 700 videos on YouTube to finally realize that my recipe is finally working, man. That's crazy. I still got that dedication, man. I still got that energy, and we coming out with more, man. But today we got a light one coming from Hoop Flicks. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 by May. Let's make it happen, man. I'll give it to the end of May, going into June. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. And yeah, let's get it.
Crip.
Let me take my glasses off, man.
From joining one of the deadliest gangs to signing $100 million deals,
crazy,
and becoming an NBA superstar.
Crazy, man. Rocking that red.
Is the story of DeMar DeRozan.
Bro, DeMar DeRozan's had a pretty quiet year, man. I'm not gonna lie. He has had a very quiet year.
DeMar's life was filled with more tragedies than you can imagine.
Haven't heard much from him.
And it all started with the place he grew up in, Compton, California. DeMar lived on the east side, where just walking down the street was dangerous because of a constant war between the area's notorious gangs, the Bloods, and the Crips.
But that's a whole city.
How scary Compton was,
city of Crips and Bloods.
The Crips would become to DeMar's life later on. This place helped DeMar fall in love with basketball, all thanks to the most important person in his life.
My dad was always into sports. He had me playing everything. Shit, every weekend he'd take me to the park, do something. I gotta give credit to Pops for sure.
But even though DeMar was
trying to keep him off the streets, man, off the streets, out of the violence, out of the way.
Early on, 5, 6 years old, I lost my uncle. I lost my best friend to murder. I haven't even had a developed mental yet, and I'm comprehending the worst thing possible that a kid could go through.
DeMar was constantly showing up to funerals, and it taught him at a young age that any day, even he could be murdered. So he was forced to do whatever
it took
life of living
just
in
to Compton,
survive.
Man. I've watched my fair share of movies, movies like Menace to Society, Boys from the Hood. I think Boys from the Hood is probably one that really hit like hard, because like even the scene where, I'm not gonna say it because, I don't know how YouTube will probably filter me out or tell me to block out this part, but if you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about, when the boys went to that area and, before they got the football took and stuff, and then after that, like later on, but yeah, man, it's crazy, man. And they actually tell like the reality of what it's like in Compton, but I wouldn't know because I never lived there. But just hearing about it, man, it's gotta be tough, bro. Gotta be tough.
Look out for it. You knew what to
absolutely
expect. You knew where to go, where not to go, what this street was, what this street wasn't. So the caution and the survival tactics that you needed to have.
But just learning the streets wasn't enough. DeMar lived in a neighborhood constantly full of gang members, and he felt the only way
he lived in a whole city full of gang members
was joining them. So he became
that geographic map
with the Compton Crips.
The Pocket Hood Crips.
I was straight Crip.
The Pocket Hood Crips, man. That's how they get down. That's how they get down. Shoot. Okay.
DeMar felt like he finally found his place.
They going crazy.
Combining that life with basketball would soon nearly get him killed. It's all because DeMar's high school basketball journey didn't start how anybody predicted. Instead of choosing a school that produced NBA stars in the past, DeMar chose to stay close to home at Compton High, where he thought he'd be protected by the Crips.
Probably right in the middle of it, boy.
Fresh out of Compton High, from their crib.
Here's where DeMar gained the reputation as a kid who was dunking and bullying people on the court. That's what literally got him nicknamed Debo, after the
Debo.
popular movie character from Friday who bullied people in the streets.
Oh shit! Here come Debo.
Oh yeah, you can't forget
Speaking
about
of the
Friday,
streets,
man. Classic
DeMar
Compton
becoming
movie.
this
Classic.
basketball bully
Classic.
was a
It was more
blessing,
funny
'cause in his
than
hood,
like serious.
There's actually an unwritten rule called the Hooper's Pass. This was a rule all gangs agreed upon to keep high school basketball players off limits of being targeted by any crimes. Now that DeMar got that pass, he was
Shoot.
able to play basketball with
Protect
no
him.
fear and
You know what I'm saying?
instantly became a high school phenomenon. As a freshman, he averaged 26 points and 8 rebounds per game.
Right,
That's
he looked
better
a little
numbers
bit
than what
older than
LeBron
that.
James did during
He looked a
his
little bit
freshman
older.
year, where he put up just 21 points and 6 rebounds per game. So DeMar's hard work
Okay.
was finally paying off. Until one day, DeMar was walking to his favorite spot to practice hooping. And that's when a couple criminals started walking his way and threatened to kill him. But then they realized it was Debo, and they knew what would happen if they violated the Hooper's Pass, so they let him go. His basketball
Shoot.
ability had everybody in the city
Saved that
talking
boy
about
life.
him,
He would
and
have
his
been
career was
murked.
just beginning. So this near-death experience motivated him to take his game to a whole new level. He began dominating everybody, became one of the best shooters the city had ever seen, and eventually got himself ranked as the 3rd best high school player in the entire country. So once
That's
he became
tough.
this great,
5-star
he
for
got
sure.
an
That's tough.
exclusive invite to play in some
Boy.
of the biggest high school basketball
McDonald's
events in the entire
All-American.
world. DeMar was
Shout out
proving
to
to
Debo.
everybody that he was that guy, while
Debo
also
DeRozan.
representing the Crips. DeMar admitted that in school, he wore blue every day, and he'd even throw up Crip signs during his games. So DeMar felt untouchable, but out of nowhere, everything came crashing
What
down.
happened, bro?
One night,
What happened?
DeMar was rushed to the hospital. It turned out that his dad had a stroke. So doctors ran tests and everybody was fearing for his life. But all Dad could really say to DeMar was, I can't die. I can't die until I see you make the NBA. So DeMar felt he had no
Wow,
choice
man.
but to make his basketball career successful. But with time ticking, he also realized a huge problem. Because of NBA rules, for DeMar to even be allowed to get drafted, he'd have to be at least 19 years old and play 1 year in college. So DeMar wasn't going to be able to jump right into the league like other star players before.
This
And
isn't
also
2003
moving away
anymore,
from a
so you
place
can't do that.
kept him protected was scary. So instead of choosing a university in a safer city that would get him more recognition, he chose to stay as close to home as possible and play for USC.
You could have went anywhere. Why USC?
USC.
I was terrified to leave home. And the crazy thing with that, even when I went to USC, I had such a culture shock. My first 3 months in college, I still was living in Compton.
Really? It's funny as hell to hear you sit here and say, I was terrified to leave Compton. Most people are terrified to go to Compton.
Right, yeah.
DeMar's college experience was all about just doing what was
He was
necessary
terrified
for
to leave
basketball.
Compton?
And during his 1 year playing for USC, DeMar started putting his name on the map.
Jumper, no good. Tip home by
Dang, man.
DeRozan. By Gibson. Left side, DeRozan.
DeMar's always had that strength to him.
He was a special
He's
player.
always had that type
and
of strength to
after
him,
NBA
man.
scouts saw what DeMar was
That
doing during his
natural ability.
practices,
Smart DeRozan.
sports analysts compared his game to NBA legend Vince Carter. This was strong
Facts,
praise
man.
for a player who hadn't even stepped on
If you, bro, hey, I used to watch the dunk contest and stuff, man. When I say this dude was crazy, young DeMar DeRozan, even like now, bro, if you meet DeMar DeRozan at the rim, man. Say your goodbyes, say your condolences to your loved ones, because it's over, man. You finna be put in a coffin. I was about to say in Compton, in a coffin. But yeah, man, DeMar DeRozan, yeah, I agree with that for sure, man. He could get up there, man. Get up there for
NBA
real.
court yet, but nobody could stop DeMar from doing everything he could to go pro for Dad.
He
And
trained for
before
the
he knew it,
Warriors?
his college career was
Imagine
over.
DeMar
so his
DeRozan on the
opportunity
Warriors.
to make Dad proud was finally here.
Nervous?
Tonight, 60 young men realize their lifelong ambitions of reaching the NBA.
Look at Steph.
Ready for the draft. Got my boy Steph.
Oh, he was in the draft with Steph?
Black and purple. About to head to the draft. My man. Peter Rose. Look at it.
Look at young Blake, man. Oh my gosh, that's James Harden.
Yeah.
Yo. Nah.
This is it. This was waiting for.
It's so weird seeing James Harden without like a full beard. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't think like he'll ever go back to that. Cause I remember hearing like, bro, his hair will grow fast. Like talking like maybe a day, his junk will be back like this, bro. So if he even tried to shave, there's no point in trying to shave, man. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. It's crazy seeing all these young guys, man. Shout out to Michael Flynn. He was actually supposed to be better than Steph Curry, but turns out Steph Curry was the undisputed best player in that draft. Second hand was DeMar. Third, no. Second hand was James Harden. Third, DeMar. Fourth, Blake, and then everybody else. I don't know if Kevin Love was in this draft either.
Crazy.
I don't know.
First pick in the 2009 NBA draft, Blake Griffin with the third pick, James Harden with the seventh pick, Stephen Curry with the ninth pick in the 2009 NBA draft. The Toronto Raptors select DeMar DeRozan from the University of Southern California.
DeMar DeRozan. Why you say his name like
as
that?
much potential as any player in the draft.
With one of the top picks in the draft, he was now officially in the NBA and a Toronto Raptor, but as happy as DeMar should have been. Once the shock of the moment wore off, his phone rang. He found out that Dad was sicker than ever. So DeMar rushed to visit him, knowing he didn't have much time left. But when DeMar walked in, Dad didn't even want him to be sad. All he cared about telling DeMar was a goal to accomplish before he passed away, to go win a championship. And DeMar knew, now that he was in the NBA, the only way he could accomplish that was becoming a star.
He's got to get one, though.
Once DeMar stepped on the court,
He's got to get one. He could have got one in Toronto, man. If it wasn't for LeBronto.
This DeMar DeRozan had his first dunk when he was 11 years old in 6th grade.
And eventually he stepped himself up to all-star level, where he was voted into the all-star game to compete with the best players.
He was 11 years old when he got his first dunk.
But just becoming a star was only step one of Dad's goal. Time was ticking to win a championship in time. And even though DeMar was making plays that had stadiums going crazy,
Telling you, bruh. R.I.P.
the Raptors randomly just gave up on DeMar and traded him.
DeMar DeRozan, the newest member of the San Antonio Spurs. What was this past week like for you?
This trade became one of the biggest headlines in the world.
It's crazy,
after
man.
DeMar gave a city everything
Exactly,
he
bro.
was dealt to the Spurs, whose odds of winning a championship were nearly zero. And while he began playing for this new squad, none of DeMar's teammates knew how sick his dad was getting or what DeMar was secretly dealing with.
My dad got sick. I done flew from Boston to LA, went in the hospital. I flew home, LA to Toronto, by myself, played in the game. Did the same thing in San Antonio, but nobody never knew. It was times I flew in the day of the game and played.
So while DeMar was spending all this time with Dad before it was too late, while trying to maintain being a basketball star, DeMar was also forced to watch the player he got traded for, Kawhi Leonard, win the Raptors their first championship ever while playing in his old spot.
Dang. Oh my gosh, man. That's gotta hit different, bro. Your team, bro. Your team betrayed you. You had all that love into one, or that's why I say, man, you can't blame the players for not if players don't want to be there, bro, that's fair game, because organizations have the right to want a player and not want a player either. So it goes both hands. Like, it can't just be, oh, he wants to leave. Oh, nah, he's wrong for that, man. The organization wants him. No, maybe the organization doesn't want him and they want to disrespect him. You gotta look deeper than just the players' feelings and how they feel, man. Maybe try to dig down deep and wonder why. Like, man, I feel for DeMar, man. This is crazy. I didn't even know none of this was happening. But even, like, hearing this before, like, seeing it happen, literally seeing Kawhi Leonard winning, and then the previous season, DeMar DeRozan, after all those years, giving it everything he had, being traded to the worst team in the West, and seeing Kawhi win, I mean, that hit hard. But learning about this in addition, it hits different even more.
Out of nowhere, DeMar made an emotional Instagram post letting everybody know that his dad passed away. Words won't serve justice to what you meant to me, never missed a game, a practice, an opportunity to show me what a great father was. You pushed me my whole life to be able to withstand the roughest of times. All I cared about was making you proud. But DeMar's dad must have been looking down on him, cause not long after, DeMar was traded to one of the most famous teams in the NBA for winning championships, the Chicago Bulls.
Chirac.
So DeMar knew that now was his time to finally accomplish Dad's goal. And instantly, he started playing his best basketball ever. Not only did DeMar start reaching milestones that only superstars do.
He got it! Oh, the marvelous DeRozan. He becomes the 50th player in NBA history to reach 20,000 points.
Some of his shots
Dang, I didn't even know that.
making NBA history.
A 50-piece to put it away.
And he's finally getting the praise he deserves.
He can ball. He's a rough rider. He's not scared of anything.
DeMar DeRozan is
Facts. DeMar is that guy, man. Honestly.
Name me a guy that got buckets like DeMar DeRozan is doing since Michael Jordan.
But even with everybody talking about DeMar, all he's determined to do is win a championship for his dad. And no matter what he's been through, or will continue to go through, DeMar's embraced the entire journey, cause it's all what made him who he is today.
Facts, man. That's hard. That's hard, man. That's hard. That's hard, man. W video from Hoopflix. But yeah, man, DeMar, he's still got plenty of time, you feel what I'm saying? He's only like, hold on, let me see. Let's ask Siri. How old is DeMar DeRozan? Okay, DeMar DeRozan is...
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Don't worry about that video. I was watching I was watching a YouTube short. Hear me out. Hear me out, man.
Emotional, damn it.
But yeah, it says DeMar DeRozan is 33, so he still got plenty of time. Plenty of time. The Bulls, they could be looking to do a whole roster dump. If Lonzo doesn't come back next season, they could. And hey, come to the Clippers. I'm telling you, my boy. Come to the Clippers, man. We'll show you how it's done. You feel what I'm saying? Join PG, join Kawhi. Let's make shit happen. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shout out to Hoopflix, man. Always coming in with the W videos. Haven't watched the Hoopflix video. We haven't watched the Hoopflix video in a minute. We've been mainly on that NBA stuff, that strictly NBA content. But yeah, man. That's gonna go ahead and conclude today's video. I don't got water with me, so we're not gonna do the ending sip. And I also want to say, man, thank you guys so much. We are almost at 200 subs. Literally the other day we are at like 123, man. And the subs, like off these past like 5 videos, the impressions, man, YouTube is starting to work in my favor. YouTube is starting to work in my favor. After all this grinding, it takes me 3 hours to make videos. That's why the videos always come out late, because I'm always trying to perfect my craft. Maybe I'm not dropping as a lot, like 5 videos a day, but I'm at least giving you one good video. But yeah, for the 5th time, love you guys. Peace, man. Stay up, stay healthy. Stay away from people who are sick, of course. And I hope you guys had a great evening, and hope this, concludes your night, and hope you guys have a good night, and good next day too. Deuces, man. Much love from everybody. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.